It is not every day that you get a chance to take on the world's greatest sniper, but in Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater you are given that opportunity. When you finally do so as protagonist Snake, there is a great reward in the form of a long ladder. You enter a cave found in Sokroveno Forest and are led to a ladder which you proceed to climb. But as you keep climbing it, it does not seem to end. All that is heard for a few moments is the clanking of Snake's boots, until a soft voice begins to filter in.
What a thrill of darkness and silence through the night.
The soft voice can be recognized from the main theme song, first heard in the early moments of the game, except this time it is an a cappella version. To hear this during a perhaps unnecessarily prolonged ladder climb allows for a moment of personal reflection and catharsis. It serves as a comparison from the early moments of the game, where Snake is given the initial task of hunting down his former boss of the Soviet Union and eliminating her, to the current moment where Snake begins to physically and metaphorically rise to face the second half of his journey. The repetitive drum of Snake's shoes and the never-ending climb seem to be a standstill in time, but in actuality it allows for a look back on everything that has occurred since the first time that we heard this song. It recognizes a passage of time. The game's director Hideo Kojima could have chosen to include such a reflective moment through a cinematic cutscene, which he so frequently uses and sometimes stars in. Yet, it is important that the player is required to push Snake's feet forward themselves, and not only to see, but to do. Kojima allows the player to not simply consume the show, but rather intervene in the act of consumption. Throughout the game, the player has inhabited Snake and has been given the agency to control the actions that have ultimately gotten him thus far. The ability to still direct his motions upward during this long ladder climb give the player a moment to not only allow Snake to reflect on his journey, but to take a part in the reflection of a journey which ultimately would not exist without them.